All right, we're finishing up with day 4, AirRaid insertion day 4. On day 4, we put in our power, which is 27, 26. We put in our tailback screen, or our running back screen, which is like the old Green Bay screen, Lita, Rita. We put in 3 or 4, which is our man killer. We put in 94, which is our Y sail. And we put in pepper, which is just the opposite of salt. It's the little swing screen, or swing RPO to the right. And then our trick play is jet pass. So let's look at it. Our base way that we put in power. When we really get to the season, we're more of a power read, option type team. But when we first put this thing in, we would just run a traditional power row. So our rules say that we're going to double right here, look at the back side. We're going to block back. We're going to do the hinge technique where we come in and then hinge back. We're eyeballing this guy for a run through. We're gonna skip pull on front side backer. We're gonna kick the end with we put a big H in. That's not our normal H. We put a bigger kid in there, a linebacker normally, and we go right foot, left foot, and then kick this guy out. Over here, we like to do a little bubble scheme just to pressure this guy. So that is a pre-snap, post-snap type read, and then the F will back step, and then he's working A gap to B gap. Quarterback will check this guy right here, and after the handoff, he'll come forward. All right, so this is pistol 26 with just normal power row blocking. If we get to a read situation, we would start reading this guy and deciding whether we're going to hand it or hit it in the, like I said, A to B to C is really what a power row runs. All right, so that's our run. That's 26, 27 would be to the left. Next one is our Lita Rita. Lita Rita is our running back screen, and I usually just call it like a Green Bay screen. So this is the one, if you're watching Sunday football, this is the one you're going to see NFL teams typically run. It is the same blocking up front as the Lucy Rose. So we know that we get pro push by both of these tackles. They want to invite the guy out the field and then get it to a run block to run them up the field. These guys are 1,001, 1,002, 1,000 go. He's coming out flat. He's stacking slightly on top. He's stacking slightly on top. The fullback will do it like he's doing a middle check, so he'll slide in. He'll get behind this guard. When the guard leaves, he leaves, and he wants to get 3 by 3 outside the tackle. Same deal. Quarterback will take 3 and then shuffle, or like we did in spring, just a 5-step drop. Look opposite, and then find the running back. Out here, they're running basically a 9, but when they run the 9, they know that they're blocking. And then back here, we can run the Larry with the same pre-snap deal that we always have back here. All right, so that would be Rita. And the opposite would be Lita to the left. Also, as we get into it, the F can be on either side. So he could be over here, and he would just cross, get right there, and then the same thing would happen. So it doesn't matter what side the F is on as far as Rita is concerned. So this one is Rita, Lita to the left. Next one is our 3 and 4, and 3 and 4 for us is our man killer. So if we're getting a big dose of man coverage, this is one of the first things that we go to. We got 3 or 4 different answers to man coverage that we really like, but this is always the first answer. So we'll put them down here like they're pressed up playing man. A couple one over the top. We'll have the front, this even front that we've been showing. So we're looking like this. We've got 6 in the box, and we've got press man on the outside. For us, 3 and 4, 3 is to the left, 4 is to the right, so we're going to drop 4 right here. On the back side, they would just run hitches. And that's a pre-snap read, and that is basically in case they come out, defenses get to do what they want to do. So we might think they're playing man, all of a sudden we come out and they're in zone. So in case they're in zone, these are good answers for zone coverage. All right, on the play side, first one, Y runs a 4-step corner route, and he's working for the back pylon if we're at the 10 or closer. He's working for the front pylon if we're 11 or farther. All right. Z does his fast feet, and then he takes a 1-step slant. F is on a right now swing. So it works 1 to 2 to 3. And a lot of the time, Y is going to get the ball on this play. All right, so that is a big-time man killer for us. Now, if we come out and it's zone, well, we got the pre-snap on the backside that we're going to check, but if we come out and it's obvious zone, we're taking the number 1 read away. So now it just turns into stick route again. It turns into 10 and 11 again, where it's 1 to 2, 1 to 2, 1 to 2, and we're still pressuring that same guy. He's either going to run with the swing, so that's going to be an easy completion, or he's going to sit, and that's going to be an easy completion. So if it's zone, it turns into stick, 1 to 2, 1 to 2. If it's man, it's 1, then 2, then 3. And that's the 4 side. It would be just the opposite if it was the 3 side, but this is a play we really like versus man coverage. The next one is 94. 94 is a traditional AirRaid pass play. This is like one of the originals from the good old days. The 90s are good against all coverages, particularly all zone coverages. So on 94, starting on his backside first, X has a 10 to 15 to curl, and then he's finding himself a window after he curls. We'll come back to A, believe H for last. F has a check swing. Check means he's checking inside back or outside backer before he releases. Y has a sail route. That's a 10-yard speed cut out. That means he's probably going to catch that ball, because he's not stutter stepping. He's sticking that outside foot in the ground and making that cut. So his momentum is probably going to push him to 12, even 13, 14 yards. Z's got an outside release. It works 1 to 2 to 3. Y on this sail, as soon as he finds a hole, he can settle down right there. So first 3 steps, the quarterback's looking at Z. If he likes it, he takes it. If he doesn't like it, he starts to fast feet. He looks to Y. If he doesn't like the Y, he's got the swing. Again, puts a lot of pressure on this guy. It's hard for him to take care of this one and take care of that one. So one of those guys is going to be open pretty easy. Now, on the back side, we played a little game back here. And all we're looking at is the leverage of the walk player. If the walk player is lined up inside of the H, and these two think that they can get the speed cut out as a gimme, they'll go ahead and take the gimme. So this is a 4-step speed cut out. So it's going to look something like that. They got a little signal that they'll throw to each other, and instead of running the play, he'll just pop his feet and hit this thing right now if they give each other that signal. So this is almost like a separate part of the play. This is a little game that just the H and the quarterback are playing. If they don't decide to do that at the beginning, that's pre-snap, then they're into the regular play. So it's 1 to 2 to 3, and this would be 4 back here. This one would be almost pre-snap. This is happening. If they like it, they're taking it and not worried about the rest of it. All right, so that's 94. Pepper is just the opposite play that we did yesterday. So salt is to the left, pepper's to the right. So that is a swing RPO where we're looking at the inside backer, and he's telling us right now what's got to happen. So in this situation, we would scoop it here. Here's the read. We're blocking 1 and 2. run blocking up front. So he's basing, he's basing, he's basing. The quarterback is just reading this guy. So he pops his feet, he looks at that inside backer. If he likes it, he takes it. He's got one on Larry back here. So this is how it works. This is a right now swing. If this guy does anything but this, the quarterback's going to throw the swing right now. That's usually, that's one of our best players on the team. All right. If he does this, then the quarterback sticks his foot in the ground and he runs the A gap. We got 5 in the box. We can block everybody. We got a good running play. All right. So if he does this, quarterback runs it. If he does anything else, if he sits there, if he drops, if he comes in, if he goes this way, if he does anything but this, the quarterback is going to throw the swing. If he does that right now, then the quarterback's going to run it. We got a great play. So that is peppers. That's slot pepper. Peppers to the right, salt to the left. Our trick play for the day is jet pass, and this is a little weird. We don't first week, day 4, we don't have the jet sweep in yet. But we go ahead and put the jet pass in because we know that's going to be a huge part of our offense when we get that jet series in. So jet passes, we're going to fake the jet and throw the pass, looking for a touchdown shot. So that's day 4. Thank you.